only way to achieve clean shading in hard surface modeling is to understand topology, tension and flow. Let me show you with a practical example how to get it done right. Let's go. Alright, let's get started. Now we're gonna be of course using SUBD and we're gonna be using add-ons. It's gonna be a bit of a faster paced tutorial. So if you're new to Blender, I suggest you grab our free course which is called Jumpstart Hard Surface in Blender, and it will teach you all the basic foundation, all the menus, tools and hard surface workflow in just a few hours. The course is free and the link is in the video description, so go ahead and grab it now. Okay, so let's get started. So we're gonna start with a plane. And I'm going to scale it just a little bit, maybe a little bit more, actually it's fine. And we're going to extrude it here and scale it and extrude it a little bit more here. And I think that will do. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply scale here, select these two, Shift Control B, press C to clamp it and create 4 verts on each side. Now, there's gonna be a, kind of a cutout here, and it's gonna be also curved, and this kind of topology could cause a bit of issues because it's not super dense. But I will show you a way to overcome shading problems later on. You'll see what I mean when you're gonna, get a bit deeper into this tutorial. Okay, so let's now add some circles. So we're gonna add a circle here. And so we're gonna go with 12 verts. Let's scale it, move it in here. We're going to move cursor to this vert and then move this one to cursor, scale it a little bit. And then we're gonna move cursor in here. So I can actually rotate this around the cursor. So switch pivot here. So when I'm gonna be rotating this, they're gonna rotate on cursor. So what I want to do is I want to align these two verts on this edge. It's really important. It's going to help with merging this circle to this main mesh. And then we're going to duplicate this. So Shift D Y and move it in here. All right. And now we're going to rotate it here on individual origins. So we're going to rotate it here and kind of move it out here like this. So these two verts are also connecting with the edges, and then we're gonna Control J all of them, go to edit mode, and now we need to fix this. So let's grab a knife and we're gonna cut it 1, 2, 3, and we're going to combine them here. So we can nuke this vert, and here we're going to this edge here. Where is it? This edge here needs to be a bit higher so it actually aligns with this vert. So let's just move it up here. There we go, that's better. Then we're gonna grab a knife and just cut it in here. And then let's combine this. And boom, our texture is set with Mesh Machine. And now we're going to select these here. So let's just select just the loops. And like that, press F. We're gonna insert them once and insert them one more time, okay? And then we're gonna delete it. And mirror to the other side. Now here, what we need to do is insert it like this. And we're going to press F here and, run. Let me just mirror with an edge in the middle. There we go. And then one more time. Combine the face here into one so we can bevel this. This is gonna get locked here. This is gonna be in the middle. There's 3 to clean it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna run one loop here, and then we're gonna run additional loop here in the middle like this, and then we're gonna delete it. Okay. So now we need to quadrify this. Oh yes, before we quadrify this, what we need to do, we need to actually bend it. So press K here, really close. A and cut it through. We're gonna move cursor here to this edge, switch pivot back to cursor, go to side view, and also let's mark this edge as seam. Then we're gonna select this one with L, go to side view, rotate it, holding control, then move this edge here, the cursor, sorry, so move the cursor to edge. And also mark this as seam, select this one L, right, side view, hold control, and it's gonna be flat. Select all and unmark seam because reasons. Now, probably good time to save it. So we got this basic shape, and now what we need to do, guys, we need to quadrify it. So we need to create quads in here on this mesh. Alt X to the side, and let's just create some edges here, and we're gonna run I think 2 loops in here. Let me just see that. So we can run some loops here as well, and then we're gonna have loops here, J and J, and these could be connected here. So wait a minute, K, press A to cut this one, and then we could technically do this, this, and this. All right, so let's combine these here. Let's combine these. Let me just align this a little bit better. So there you go. We can actually relax this one, you know. So go here and sort of relax. That will not work. Let's maybe add flow. That's better. I'll take to the side, and I think we're done. Now remember, this one needs to be straight. So let's not make sure that this one isn't messed up, and this one as well has to be straight. These ones really don't matter here, so you know. That's fine, okay? So this is more or less really decent geometry. I mean, sorry, topology. You know, we kind of good to go here. So now, what we could do is we could actually create one more loop in here. So slide edge outside like this to create a, you know, kind of a securing loop here. And I think these ones are fine. What we could do is sort of scale them in a little bit. Just a little bit, so on individual regions, scale them in, Alt X, and we're good to go. Let's go to modifier, solidify, press 2, hold control, you're done. This could be a little bit thicker though. There we go. And let's apply solidification. So let's apply this. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to run this bottom here. So let's actually straighten this and straighten this and straighten this. There we go. And straighten this and straighten this. Okay, cool. So now we also need to, yes. So now we're gonna grab this one all the way to here and like this. And then we're gonna grab this side here and side here, and we're going to extrude it down. Okay, so E, and extrude it down like that, maybe a little bit deeper. So we're gonna nuke this loop for a second, and we're going to collapse this one here, here, right, and Alt X. We're going to move this loop a bit to the back and collapse this one. Okay. And I think we're good. And here we're going to straighten this out. Okay, so this one I want straight, right? And this one as well. We see that what's going on here. We could have a straight line here. So what we could do is go to set flow and linear. And same here, so Alt X. And we're gonna do the same thing here. So set flow and linear and Alt X, PG. And we could add more loops in here like this. Let's say 4. And that's fine. And what we're gonna do now is, let me see that. Yeah, let's move this one a little bit here. So grab this and GG and move it back here. And this one we're gonna do, we're gonna gradually straighten it out, okay? So this one's gonna be straight as well. This one should be a bit more straight, and this one should be, you know, just pushed a little bit, and this one as well. And I think we're gonna be good. So it kind of gradually eases off here, right? That's pretty cool. I think we're good. Okay, so now let's run a sharpen, control sharpen. We're gonna remove sharpen from the places we don't need it, which is here. I want these corners here to be soft as well. So we're going to unmark them, but we do need these to be sharp, okay? So these needs to be marked as sharp, right? So let's mark these and mark, and then alt X, and then let's double check if everything is peachy. This one could be sharp as well, no problem. And these ones could be sharp too, to be honest. Alt X to the side. This one I want to be soft. This one I want to be soft. Not remove one mark. And this one as well, I want to be soft here. And this one as well, okay? So Alt X, boom. I think that's good. We can select this edge here, and we can actually run select here, similar and sharpness. And we're going to bevel this, scroll to 3 verts, P to adjust the angle. And let me just do this again here, because I don't want to overlap these edges too deeply. Okay, I think this will do. All right, so now make sure you're gonna overlap this. This is really important. And we're gonna run SUBD, select everything, and unmark it. Okay, so now everything should be fine. There's a bit of a pinching here, and that's caused by this corner. Let me see that. We probably could run this connection here, would be a little bit better, to be quite frank. Let me see how this will perform. I'm going to nuke this, and I think it's going to be better because the flow is going to be going along the edge. This will alleviate some pressure from there. There you go. Always make sure your topology flows nicely, yeah? Especially on curved surfaces. That's really important. The rest looks really clean. This one looks really good as well. Let me just go here to uncheck this subdivision here, because I think we need to fix it. Ah, yes. We forgot to do one important thing. So let's go back. Okay, I'll show you what. So when I'm marking these edges, when I'm actually beveling these edges here, okay, there's one thing that we need to do. So Control B one more time. And again, be careful here not to overshoot this. Now, it's really important to look into convex corners like this and make sure that this is actually a little bit different. Also, we could turn on the surface slide in here, and I wonder if this would work actually. Let's go with surface slide, and I think this is gonna be a little better because it's gonna slide on the curvature here, and it's gonna produce a better shading. And now before you do anything, we need to change these corners because they're gonna cause a lot of problems. So go to bevel settings and simply change to arc. This is what you want because we're gonna run an edge here and you're gonna be peachy. So now turn off surface slide, and I think we should be good. Select everything, unmark it, and let's just run Control 2. And this looks actually really clean. And we need to fix this one because we have some angles. So let's just go to subdivision and uncheck this, and we're gonna fix this, right? So here, let's drop this down. Here, we're gonna connect these two. We can add some additional loops here. So I would say it's 2 maybe, or 3 even, and connect these here like this. And I think this should do. Now we can really run it in here because this is gonna cause a little bit of shading problem. But what we can do, you can run it actually upwards. Okay, so you can run it up here. So go up here, do something like this, and I'll show you a really cool trick here. Now we're gonna have to, think what we're gonna do with this edge here. So we can go down here. There's an end gun here, so we can create a quad out of this, which is perfect. And do this, and now here we're gonna dissolve this one, drop this one down, and now let's check the shading. If the shading is pinched like here, what we can do is we can actually remove this one and sort of stretch this. Okay, so grab this entire loop and drop it down, and this will stretch and relax this entire area here. And then remove this one and create a quad, and this should be much better. There you go. This is acceptable. It's inside. You can barely see that. There's a bit of a pinching, but it's fine. If you wanted to, have a perfect shading here, we would need a little bit of a denser topology. So, you can just play with these points and see if you can fine tune this here a little bit and see what happens. Maybe you can move them the other way. So GG and move it in here. GG and move them here and and move these a little bit to the right as well, and it's gonna be a bit better. So, you know, this is good enough for me. Cool, so now here on the top, let's grab this one. We could actually grab both of them, or remove this thing in the middle, insert it one more time and do this, insert it in here, or we could simply run, you know, bevel here on top like that. You want some loops here on the side to prevent stretching of subdivision. It's gonna look much cleaner. So these ones here too, just grab them, extrude them, select these loops, bevel them, and we should be good. I'll take to the other side, and we are cooking with fire. Now let me see here, what's going on here. Oh yes, we need to fix that. Oh, we could actually create a, you know, sort of an easy corner here. So we could do something like this, right? And it's gonna curve very nicely. This actually looks really cool. It's gonna solve our problem. To be honest here too, I don't really think we need that. So let's just connect these two here. I'll take, so I'm gonna have a, you know, kind of a soft transition over there as well. I think it looks a little bit better and sort of flows with the shape. So, you know, I'm happy. Now here we're gonna have to fix these because it's a bit angonized. So let's just do that. You could leave this quad here or just run a triangle. Triangles are fine, guys, you know, as long as you know what you're doing. And we know what we're doing, so we're fine. Here we could run, let me just control, let me see if we can actually run the J here. Yes, we can. Perfect. So we can combine these here very easily to create nice topology in the back. Like I said, don't worry about, if you're really concerned about these triangles, you can do this and just simply GG and create quads, which by the way is going to create a nice flow here. So, you know, you can just leave triangles, I can just do that. It doesn't really matter because honestly, these, you know, these triangles here in the corners, they just, you know, they will not harm anyone. Okay, so don't worry about it. This is a bit tight, so we probably should just relax it a bit, you know, somewhere here, right? So, you know, this is gonna be a bit better. You want to strive more or less for, you know, kind of a uniform geometry, sort of a spread, yeah. So, you know, if I was playing with it, I would probably do something like this. It's going to be a little bit cleaner, okay, and more organized. Same here, just relax this, but you know, it's not really that important in this case. Now here we do have a bit of a mess, but this is really easy to fix. What you could do is actually drop this one down a bit, you know. So grab this corner here and sort of drop it down here like this. So it's gonna be a bit more curvy, right? And let me see that. Just drop it down here like this, right? And you're gonna curve it very nicely. And then you really don't need these additional loops here, okay? But if you wanted to, this could also be fixed. And the same thing could be done in here on this side, and we PG, okay? And then we just move to the other side. And the circle on the top, really easy, guys. So you're just gonna grab this. Now, ideally what you want is you want kind of a squarish sort of a formation here for this. So let's say something like that. And we're going to go to loop tools and circle. Now, this is a flat surface, so you don't have to worry about it. But you know, this would be problematic on a curved surface, but since it's a flat surface, we are fine. As long as you have quads, we're good to go. We can try to curve this later, see what happens. So let's grab this one, let's extrude it, maybe not as deep, and then scale it, and then let's just select this one here and bevel this. Maybe turn off loop slide so it doesn't pull these edges, and boom, and there you go. I think that looks pretty cool. And then the opening is really easy. We could kind of, you know, grab this entire side here, even going up here like this. Let's see, maybe you can make it larger like this, so that the whole shape's gonna be a little bit lighter, yeah. So grab the W selector and select all these, you know, these polygons across over there on the other side, like this, and then extrude them and dissolve them, or sorry, delete faces, then select these two, press 2 to bridge them, and then we need, since the shape here is actually uniform, we can just do that and add maybe one more loop in the middle, and now we're looking pretty good. Oh, this is really nice and clean. So I think that's it, guys. I think we're done. We're looking really, really neat. Now this one is still causing us problems. There's a triangle here. So what we could do, we could actually run a loop here. Now this is going to interfere, unfortunately, with our curvature over there. So if we're gonna do this, right, we're going to make this curvature a bit less curvy, but you know, it's gonna clean the shading. So now this is really nice and clean, and you got this you know, nice flow here going down. And this is an N-gon, which is funny because it's shading perfectly. You see, sometimes N-gons cause zero problems. Now this one is on a flat surface, so this is why it works. But you know, if you really wanted to fix this, we could run the edge up here. This is a flat surface, and we could simply terminate it somewhere here like this, and run another loop in here. So K, and run a loop here, and do something like this, okay, and redirect it around. So, you know, it's a flat surface, so it's fine. It's gonna get rid of this N-gon, but this N-gon doesn't really do any harm, so you can leave it, you know. So sometimes even N-gons are fine. You don't have to worry about that. Cool. So I think we're good. Let me just double check if everything is fine. Everything looks peachy. We could even drop these down. This could look actually interesting if we're gonna drop these down. So E, drop them down, and then we could go to edge mode and go to loops and boundary loops. So select boundary loops, bevel this, and boom, and our text is gonna add a bit more detail to this you know, structure. It looks pretty cool. This one is a little bit tall, to be honest, so maybe what we could do is, you know, just dissolve faces and combine these ones with that will not work, with 2 one more time, and then again loops, boundary loops, and you know, just chamfer this. Let me just see that. There we go. Okay, make it a bit more smooth, and there you go. Right. All right, guys, well, that's it for this tutorial. Like I said on the beginning, if you're new to Blender, go ahead and grab our free course, which is called Hard Surface Jumpstart for Blender. This course will teach you all the basics that you need to know about, you know, Blender hard surface, all the menus, all the tricks, and whatever you need to know. Hang on, let me just switch this to this mod. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think. Or maybe this one. Let me see. I'll see aluminium, machine steel looks good. Let me switch to plastic and shiny plastic. Boom, that looks really cool. I really like it. Sweet. Okay, guys, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.